Here is a dilemma you might face later on. Basically, I need to update the BIOS on a laptop. This is the ASUS UX301LA, and basically I cannot update the BIOS. Simply main reason because the battery that is inside has the flag triggered permanent failure. It will not take any charge, so the only way to be able to flash the BIOS is to get a new battery and then charge it up more than 20%, and then you can flash the BIOS. So I don't have the new battery or replacement battery, but I do have another battery that is similar. It doesn't fit in the laptop, but the connections are the same. And then I'll show you how you can flash the BIOS. And also another problem you might have is you don't have admin rights on the computer, and I'll show you how to flash it another way. ASUS laptops have a easy flash utility built in the BIOS. You can access it that way. You'll need to copy the BIOS file to the C drive. It won't read off the USB. And also you can put another SSD or hard drive with Windows on it and then install the BIOS update that way. And as you may know, the ASUS Live Update utility is rubbish. It doesn't really work well, and for BIOS updates you need to do manually yourself. And the main reason for this video mainly is this is the UX301LA. When you go to ASUS website, it gives you two options, LA or LB. LA, yep, and then LAB. And naturally you'll pick LA. But when you go to BIOS downloads, there is LAA, and there is one without any indicators, and that's the one you want. And I'll show you in the video how I stumbled on this problem and could not do an update and had to work around it. So I'm going to go into the BIOS, and I'm using the Windows recovery menu to get into BIOS, but you can press the delete, escape or F1 keys when you turn the computer to go into BIOS. And as you can see, the current version I've got here. And if we go into the advanced menu, we got the recovery ASUS BIOS update utility there. And if your battery is not detected or not working or below 20%, you cannot do a BIOS update, and you get this error message. Bummer. So we need to work around. Okay, so I've got the battery cable disconnected and they partially disassembled the laptop. And you can see this laptop actually has two SSD slots, which is nice. And basically I was not getting any voltage reading out of the battery, 0 volts. So this tells me the battery is dead or something is not right with this battery at all. Then I decided to inject power manually to the battery, and it doesn't take any amps. Doesn't matter what voltage, 9 volts, 10, 11, 12, nope, nothing. It's not taking any amp. So this tells me battery is in a permanent failure state, and I cannot disassemble this polymer type battery to charge it like you will do on a cell battery, where you can maybe make holes on the side and connect the negative and the positive cables and charge the battery and bring it back to life a little bit. But this is not the case with this laptop. I have here another ASUS, and this is a different model. The battery is different shape, but the connection is actually the same. So I'm going to take the battery out of this and put it into the other one and charge it up all the way and then do the BIOS update. I do have other ASUS batteries and the connections are reversed, and the only way to get it going on this board is by cutting it, and I don't want to do that as they are new batteries. Alright, so we remove the old battery from the laptop. We're going to do the BIOS update and put in the other battery, which is from the other computer. As you can see, the orientation is all different, but the cable connection is the same. The positives and the negatives match, and the data cables match as well. One of the data cable is the clock, and the other one is the communication line. Okay, so here we go. Let's now charge this battery up, and then I'll show you how we're going to do the BIOS update. Now the battery is charged up, and we're going to now go into the BIOS and activate the flash recovery flashing tool, and then point to the location where the BIOS file is. And here is where the problem is. As you can see, the version is AA, LAA. It is not compatible with this and refuses to flash it. So I went back to ASUS website and found the LA version, which is the one without the LAA. It's very confusing, and if you know ASUS, they do have mistakes with their flashing utilities and available flashes. Most of the time they can brick your system, so you got to be really careful. As I don't have admin access to this computer and I want to get into Windows to do the BIOS update, maybe try the ASUS Live Update utility first. What I'm going to do is install a 32 gig M2280 SSD and install Windows 10 on that, and then go into ASUS website and do the rest of the process. finally we've got the software running, and check for updates, nothing. What a waste of time. Why do you even make this tool? It's a new Windows 10 install and you're telling me there is no updates available? Horrible. Okay, let's go to ASUS website and download the WinFlash utility. And here I noticed, you'll see it shortly, the actual BIOS file without the LAA extension. It just doesn't have any model info. So that was the actual correct one I needed to flash. So had I done that earlier, I wouldn't be going through this process. Well, we all learn new things, so here we go. Let's download the WinFlash utility and update the BIOS. And it's not available for Windows 10, so you'll need to switch to Windows 8 64-bit. Yeah, so there is the same version number, but one with the LAA, one without. So this is a problem in my opinion on ASUS website. LAA is not compatible with LA. Yet when you search for LA, it brings you LAA. So this is very confusing. Okay, let's do the flashing. Here we go. Great. Let's go. And that's about it. That's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like or subscribe if you like it. I'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to support this channel.